Hey everyone, Silver Fox here. Let me give you a little bit of history about Dawud. So, Dawud is part of Ash's Gaming. Now, Ash's Gaming is the team that was founded by Arslan Ash. The team here in Pakistan is pretty well known. It's got some great people, one of whom is Atif Butt, who has been consistently a top player, considered to be one of the best all-rounders that we have in Tekken. Right, so Atif Butt is one of the best all-rounders that we have here in Tekken. He's got some amazing finesse with a lot of characters. His Jin is great, his Feng is great, he's like practically picks up anyone, plays a great Leo as well, practically picks up anyone, can do amazing work with him. And just like Knee, he's a bit of an all-rounder and he really likes to be able to play some good hard characters. Dawud, on the other hand, Dawud is a specialist. He plays mainly with Alisa and Julia. So both these characters are in his repertoire, and he has mastered them to a very high degree. While the entire world, while all of Pakistan was just sitting around in COVID, Dawud and everyone else in Pakistan, they were grinding, and Dawud really grinded. He plays like rigorously, non-stop, every day, and I've been to the Ashes Gaming House, and you know, constantly Dawud is there. He's taking some breaks, he's playing some games, and he's having a great time. A lot of the players in Team Ashes, Arslan included, they use a combat obsidian. Dawud is the only one that uses a combat dragon. It's a pretty heavy stick, not really conventional, but he's mastered it. You know, with that stick, he's able to do some amazing work. Trust me, you know, this guy, even though he's a specialist with Alisa and Julia, he plays a lot of other characters that he can definitely play. And every time I went to him and I asked him about some, oh, there we go, nice. So every time I went to him and I asked him about some frame data, you know, he would have the answers like right on his fingertips. So this guy is really smart with his frame data on most of the cast. Now, Dawud's style is mostly pretty aggressive, as you can see. He's been really upfront, and oh, there we go. Yeah, see, 1-2 takes him down, even though he had the power crush. So Dawud's style is pretty aggressive with both these characters, with both Alisa and Julia. And you can see right now he makes some great use of the destruction form as well of Alisa. Now those chainsaws, when they do come out, they do give you a lot of frame advantage, but then having them out for a long time is a bit of a disadvantage because a lot of your moves will be slow and they can easily be baited out. And oh, there we are, the slide. Very good stuff. And shoe shine. Right. So a lot of people have been comparing Dawud's Alisa to one of the strongest players of Alisa, who is Cuddlecore. Now, a Cuddlecore style is a lot more defensive in nature. She takes very little risks, and her playstyle is really brilliant because, you know, it's very safe. You can look at her style and you can say, oh, dude, I gotta watch out for this. But for Dawud, it's just like non-stop pressure. This guy knows what your buttons are. This guy knows what his buttons are. He's very good with that. And as you can see, he's in the grand finals on the winner's side and has not dropped a single game. Well, he has probably, yeah, he has actually dropped a couple of games, but he's not dropped out of the winner's side at all. I mean, he took Knee to like, oh, unfortunate over there. He quick rose. So the secret to Dawud's success is not just because, you know, he practices with some of the best. The other players of Ashes, there is Atif Butt, who is an all-around Mokujin. Right. Then we have another player called Qasim Meer, a really great guy. He plays mostly the female characters. He plays, I believe he plays Anna, Katarina, and one more that I'm forgetting. Josie Rizal. That's the one. Josie Rizal. So he plays these three characters, and he plays them really well. Qasim Meer's Anna is very strong. I really, really like his style. I really like the way that he plays him. And this is the person that Dawud has been training with. And the third one and the final one is from Team Ashes is a young man named Sajawal, who plays one of the best Yoshimitsus in Pakistan. Like that dude he's all about tricks. He's all about trolling the opponent, and he has a lot of fun. Yeah, he's a really fun guy, and his pick of Yoshimitsu shows it. So these are the people that Dawud has been training with, and obviously Arslan Ash. So Arslan has been, very gracious. He's been, as he mentioned, been giving a major part of his salary out to these guys to be making sure that they have a boot camp where they're able to stay, where they're able to keep themselves fed, where they're able to practice unhindered throughout the day. In fact, Arslan has made it so that not only does he have a mainstream room, but he has also a side room where you could these guys can play their other sets, their other games. And we have a power outage issue here in Pakistan, and Arslan very graciously has provided these players with the ability to play even when the power is out with battery backups. So that's that's Arslan in a nutshell. Making sure that Team Ashes is to the best of their abilities. Most of the time when Team Ashes does go to some tournament that is in Pakistan, they're usually in top 3, if not top 5. So they're definitely a lot of them are definitely going to make top 8. And we have other amazing players like Bilal. We have Hira Malik. We have the John, and all these guys are so incredible. So it's always an explosive time when you trust me, you think top 8 in any other tournament is great. You just have a normal ass tournament in Pakistan, and these guys are there, and it's just incredible. So yeah, so coming back to Dawud now. So Dawud is, as I mentioned, he is an Alisa specialist. He is a Julia specialist as well, but he has not shown his Julia quite a lot. He plays it really well, though. He plays it really well. It's something that he falls back on when he's sort of sick with playing Alisa, but Alisa is his main. That's the character that I believe he's most proficient with. He is a character specialist, a loyalist with these two. Anyone who wants to know how to be able to play Alisa, there are just 2 or 3 that are really good in Pakistan, and Dawud is probably the top out of them. And I believe that when I initially met Dawud, I wasn't really in the know, but his game is strong. It is super strong. He can easily take care of anyone in a 1-to-5 or a 1-to-7 set. He does it. He makes it look extremely easy. And it's not just the Ashes boys that he plays with. The Ashes Bootcamp is also host to a bunch of other players that come around, from other cities and from Lahore itself to be able to play these guys. Hop kick denied. Right. So the hop kick is something that that Cuddlecore relies on quite a lot. She uses that quite a lot. But if you've seen, this is probably the first hop kick that Dawud has thrown out so far. He's really good with the footsies. He likes to be able to dash in and be able to use down forward 2s. There. Yeah. So, see? Just like that. And all the rage art. It was a brilliant decision by him over there. Brilliant decision. He just steals it from Knee. And look at that, the composure that he's got. He's, I'm sure that he was nervous over here because this was his first international tournament, and he went to grand finals and he didn't break a sweat. But in grand finals, he did falter a little bit. But overall, this guy, to him, it's just another training session. It's just another boot camp. So, this is the beauty of him. That,
cheering for your boy, right?
So this is the beauty of it, is that he knows what he's capable of. He knows what his strengths are, his weaknesses are, and he's going for he tries to make the best out of the situation, which is really commendable. Now Dawud is one of those players. He's very honest. He's very earnest, and you hardly have players like that around who are so jovial and so honest in their play.
That has way to do with
when this guy, he's not going to be doing fancy he's not going to be trying to doing something scummy. He's going to be playing it honest to God. And when you play against him, you know you're doing something wrong if you're getting hit, because his awareness of the game is really great. Very great. So, all right, throw break. Brings out the destruction form, but denied immediately. Oh, down forward. 4. So, that's Dawud for you. So Dawud basically, this was his first tournament ever, and I understand that he must have had a lot of nerves. But I'm really great that I'm really happy to see that he went there by himself. Arslan wasn't even there. Arslan was supposed to go to Italy, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. And Italy or Spain. It was for Try Again 2.0. Or from Gosua Gaming. So unfortunately he wasn't able to go there. But Dawud went to Thailand by himself, did an amazing job, amazing showing, and we were all there in moral support over there. Even me. I mean, like I was I was wishing him well, and I was watching his stream, and and as soon as the grand finals were over, I was just like, I left him a voice note, and I was like, I was screaming in the streets. That's how it was. I was outside. I was going to pick up some stuff, and I was screaming in the streets when the grand finals were happening, and people were just looking around at me, and they were like, "What is going on over here?" That's just how much hype Tekken is. That's just how much devotion that a lot of the Pakistani players have over here. Oh, nice, and the Rage Arp to close it out. That's very unfortunate. But that is an unseeable low. I mean, that is the side setup 4 is very dangerous. Of Fengwei. There, see? He doesn't even complete that string. Oh, nice work. Alright. So, it does not break that throw. That's a 1+2 break, I believe. Back forward check. So, I'm mostly a Feng player, so I know most of his moves, and that's why I'm basically reciting him out loud. But Dawud is, the Alisa specialist, right? He knows mostly of all the moves, and you can see a lot of them over here that he really likes, So this is what it is. Team Ashes have been putting their grind in. They've been putting a lot of work in, and for the future, what their plans are is that there we go, up forward 2. So the future for Ashes Gaming is basically that Arslan has had this dream where the people in his team, the one that he's founded, are able to go and represent Pakistan, and they're able to not just represent them in Tekken, they're able to represent them in other games as well, which is why he is scouting for people in KOF. But for Ashes, his dream is specifically that the people that he has are able to go and participate in international tournaments right now, and they're able to make an amazing showing. So Dawud is just the first out of many that you will be seeing in the future. I believe the Ashes boys were trying to get into Rev Major, but I don't know what the process for that was. They probably had to apply for the visa for the Philippines, and I think it's a little difficult to get in there, but who knows, they might actually be going to Rev Major, and that'll be great. On the plus, additionally, one more thing about the Ashes boys is that I'm sure you've heard this a while ago, is that before Evo, 2 players from EU came to train with them, one of them being Kuiper, the other being Daniel Mato. Now, Daniel Mato being an Italian Jin player, and Kuiper being the Spanish Feng way. So these guys used to grind sets out with Kuiper, and Kuiper was, he's pretty good. As you all have seen us versus fighting, he's a really good. He really knows this game. So, and the training session, I believe, really helped him out, because Knee, after playing with Feng at Evo, I believe Dawud was a bit more confident because he knew the matchup. He knew how to be able to tackle Feng Wei. He'd seen Feng Wei being played in a lot of different ways, and yeah. So he's got he's got Atif Butt playing Feng. He had Kuiper playing Feng. We even had Fate Khan play Feng as well. And even Khan was like really surprised at how strong Feng is, because during one of the bootcamp sessions, he picked Feng, and he was just like, he was just tearing it. And even he was like, oh my god, man, this guy's just too good tier. And that's just how it is. Oh, excellent work with the destruction form. That's very, very beautiful. So yeah, so there was a lot of matchup knowledge that actually went in, and Dawud knew how to be able to take care of it. So I believe Knee was at a bit of a disadvantage over here. Now Knee has basically said that Alisa is C tier, but in my honest opinion, you know, I wouldn't really put her at C tier. I'd probably put her at A, because the S tiers in this game are like really, really good, Feng Wei being one of them, but Alisa being A tier totally makes sense, because the mobility that she has and the sort of tools and tricks that she has up her sleeve, it might not be the easiest to grasp and get an understanding of her, but she has some great movement options. She has some really good damage when it counts. Yeah, so that's what it is. Her flaws are basically, you know, her combos are sort of like lacking. But see, she has great mix-ups right over there. Bam, into the wall. And she's got a great hop kick as well. Low parry, see, combo, weird janky combo. So that's what it is. And the thing about Alisa is that she's really tricky. She's very rushdown oriented, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. Though, you know, basically maximizing this character, trying to push in as much as he can. That's his sort of style, and that's how Alisa is supposed to be played. So that's what's great about Dawud, is that he has that understanding of his character. Now Julia also is very, very good, but I feel that he probably didn't pick the Julia because a lot of people have an understanding of how Julia works, how Julia plays. And even though she has some great tools, great buttons, just like 4 different launchers, but you know, because people have played quite a lot, because, you know, like you've had a lot of practice against Julia, you know she's a DLC character, she's going to be strong. That's why he chose to stick with the Alisa. I think that's a common theme with the Pakistani boys, with especially of Team Ashes, is that they always pick one character from DLC and one character from the base roster, so that they have their bases covered. Now, if you look at Qasim Meer, he's got 2 characters from the base roster, Katarina and Josie Rizal, and one from the DLC, who is Anna Williams. So he's naturally going to be using Anna because she's strong, but the others are no slouch. Sajawal actually plays a base roster Yoshimitsu and Lydia Sobieska for DLC, but he hasn't really touched Lydia in a very long time. He's just been relying on Yoshimitsu because he's just too good in his hands. Like, trust me, that guy knows how to be able to play really well. In fact, we recently had a Tekken Dojo event over here in Pakistan, right? And Team Ashes did participate, and it happened on the same weekend as TGU. And he came out on 3rd. Sajawal came out on 3rd. So, oh, nice work. Bam, bam, tia. Right. Tries to go for the, yeah, I you know, Spag was talking about this earlier. You know, he was trying to go for that wall bounce. So Spag has also been singing praises of Pakistan, obviously. You know, he reps the EU. I mean, he thinks Knee is really one of the best, and so do all of us in Pakistan. We think Knee is freaking amazing. And trust me, it's a dream to be able to play against Knee in a competitive environment and take a game off of him. And this is exactly what's happening. And here it is. Here it is. This is what it is. This is where it all boils down to. This is where everyone was just on the edge of their seat, because right now it could either be Dawud taking it all or Knee resetting the bracket. And you know, we were all waiting with bated breath. We knew Knee was just too strong. He was just too good. But Dawud just unpredictable and just like so good with his look, just shuts down all his options, pulling out stuff that, oh man, you can't even see. Oh, Rage Tribe used. And see, yeah, this is where it comes down to. Shushain. Nah. Oh, there it is, and that's what it was, and there you go. You see, so composed, so respectful, does it, and first international win against the god of Tekken, Knee, Evo Champion. And he's so respectful. He's gets up, no popping off, no nothing. Gets up, shakes his hand, bows to him, and then goes straight for it and just hugs the commentator. Hugs Zabe over there. That's Zabe. So yeah, and see, this is incredible. This was his first international tournament, and he went into grand finals undefeated and won.
It's all good, man.
And that was so incredible to see.
Congrats to Dawood, man. First time coming out for international.
Wonderful stuff. So that was what we have over here, and it's really great to be able to see this. Now I know that there's a lot of controversy surrounding Dawood's win, and you know, the sort of like statements that came out afterwards. Trust me, you know, we all respect Korea so much. I mean, like, these guys were our heroes, right? When there wasn't a scene of Pakistan internationally, when our players weren't going internationally, we were looking at Tekken Tag 2, we were looking at Knee and Saint and JDCR and all these greats, and we were looking at them and we were like, you know, this is amazing. This is who, you know, this is how the game is played. So many fans of Boa, so many fans of Yanarang, of Rest, so many great people. And we'd love to be able to spend our time with them. Old Sun is considered a legend. Kudans is considered an absolute beast. We adore these guys. So, and this is what it is. We really respect Korea. And we're just so happy that Pakistan is rising up. We learned from the best. And now we're at a position where we can say we are the best. That is what is amazing. That is what I believe Arslan and everyone else believed and meant when they put out tweets talking about Pakistan. That's the sentiment that we have over here. We're not arrogant. We're not toxic. We really are happy that we are at the level that Korea once was at. Our heroes, our you know, our mentors, the people that we look up to. Now we are at their level. Now we are standing shoulder to shoulder with them. That is what it means, and that's what's so incredible about this. This is what it is. It's just incredible. So that was pretty much it. That was my sort of short take on this, and yeah. So that's basically what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, then definitely drop us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Definitely go check out Dawud on YouTube and on Twitter. He's blowing up in followers. Definitely go check him out. He is an amazing guy, and you want to keep your eyes on this guy and on all of Team Ashes. Not just that, all of the Pakistani players that are going to be coming up. We are having Thaiger Cup on September 24th and 25th, 2022, and there's going to be insane action. So that dojo event is one that you do not want to miss. It's a dojo prime, and that absolutely needs to be watched by the world stage to be able to see how Pakistan plays. Everyone's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Rip's going to be there. Sorry, not Rip. Spag is going to be there. The other Rip. So he's going to be there. So we're going to have a great time. So we're looking forward to that. And you will definitely see Dawud. You will see the rest of Ashes Gaming over there. You will see Arslan Ash over there, along with all those players who went internationally and who have made a name for themselves. So thank you so much, guys. This intro is way too long. This video is way too long. And I will be signing out. So take care and have a good one.